If you've been on this channel, then you know that my love for cards is undeniable. I don't think they get the love and respect they deserve. Selling and designing cards has been my vocation of choice, of passion, and it has been a vocation of immense reward. And I see cards as complete painting on their own. And I don't hold a bias that larger pieces of art are more powerful, more serious, and better art. Size is a big consideration when we start to paint something. Certain things need to be larger, but certain other things need to be smaller. Consuming small cards and paintings in our daily life is an influence that is very powerful, and we often don't realize it. It becomes part of our consciousness, like words and languages. And its beauty is like that of a daily sandwich, which is not only delicious, but also means sustenance. And it's a reminder that not everything needs to be a 7-course meal. So today I want to paint a small vintage painting, almost a card, which I can put in an old IKEA frame that has been sitting in my basement. I'm hoping it will fit into a floor arrangement inside my foyer. For this, I'm using Indian watercolor paper with deckled edges and colors from Holbein. I'd be specifically using quinacridone colors because I intend to display this 24/7 and I know they are light fast. If you're painting along, see complete list of supplies in the description. And if you're here to just watch, which I think is half the learning, then see how this vintage art still fits into my modern decor. I wanted to do a small painting today because, I was using this as a warm-up. Took a break for a few days, and this is always a fun exercise when I come back. I want to get into I don't get into a larger piece right away. It just helps build that focus. So here it is. Let's take a look at the colors we used. The darker red for the rose was Crimson Lake. No surprises here. This is my go-to dark red. Deep burgundy. Has a little bit of a magenta tone, but you can get that very dark red if you want it, a deep red. So always comes in handy when you need that. The second one was quinacridone magenta. Again, a very slight difference, but the quinacridone magenta would not give you the exact very deep dark base like you see here, and hence you need both. The mass tone, there's a difference in the mass tone, and to give it a slightly peach hue, I use a very tiny bit of quinacridone scarlet. You can see the difference. Beautiful color. And no surprises in the greens. These are my usual greens. Leaf green. Beautiful. Never disappoints you. One color that you can always go to if you do florals is leaf green. And last but not the least was shadow green. And I considered using undersea green. I can say I was a tad bit lazy, didn't want to get it out, and I had a whole bunch of shadow green sitting on my tray, so just wanted to utilize that. So that's about it. And smaller paintings are always fun. You get the reward of a finished painting very quickly. It helps you get into the mode if you've taken a break, and they are complete art on their own. So painting, whether it's big or small, if nicely done, you always get the sense of accomplishment. So I can't recommend enough doing a smaller painting over a larger painting. I always gravitate towards a smaller one. So I hope you found this useful, and I hope you will give this a shot.